Hello, Tenno. This is Steve, your grumpy old Warframe, and we're back with another episode of Warframe TOG. Um, to review, for those who are new to the stream, TOG is the older generation, or the other generation if you want to, you don't have to be old, um, or the ordinary gamer. It's focused on those people, on teaching Warframe for those people who are having trouble with the game because they are not as fast with the reflexes, or maybe they have arthritis in all their fingers like I do, um, or their eyesight is not the best at spotting things, or who knows. There's a lot of reasons why people might have trouble with playing this game because they're not the super fast young gamer with really ridiculously fast reflexes and who can spot things instantly on a big screen. Um, so we're in Act 3. Act 1 was a spoiler-free run with a brand new Warframe, all the way up to and including the Nata quest. Act 2 introduced spoilers because we did the Second Dream and the War Within. And then now we're in Act 3. Act 3 is kind of the catch-all act. It's everything between the War Within and the New War. And there is a huge amount of stuff to do between the War Within and the New War. We started this account only a week and a few days ago. On Friday, the 18th of October, 2025, right after the Valis Undermine dropped. Now, if you notice, there is some maintenance going on tomorrow where you won't be able to purchase things. I'm not certain if you look at the news over here, that's what that's talking about. I'm going to have to look that up at some point and find out what's going on with that. One of the big things that has happened is Nightwave is offline. Nora Nightwave has gone away for Volume 9. If you didn't spend your Volume 9 credits, well, too late now. Volume 10 should be starting within a short period of time, anywhere between another 10-15 minutes to a few hours from now. We will cover that in depth when that happens. And we probably will have to log out and log back into the game when that happens because it may need an update. We'll see a little red text on the right-hand side of the screen saying, hey, you should log out because things are being updated. Or it may just happen. I don't know. If we look at our Foundry, we've been doing some stuff here. Last night, we started building a whole bunch of new weapons. And one of them is ready, the Cronus. Wukong is still 2 days and 4 hours away. Which means that he will not be available for us until our Thursday night stream, but we're probably not going to be streaming Thursday night, so it'll be Friday. You may notice something else. I spent a little bit of money on this account, only $5, and got 100 platinum. I also, in the process, if you go to the platinum thing for $4.99, you can buy 100 platinum. For $4.99, you can also buy a starter pack, which will give you a weapon and the slot for that weapon, and a couple of a mod, and the same 100 platinum. So we did that. If you look at our arsenal now, if we look at our thing, we have now a new weapon called the Aeolak. Okay, and to my shock, it comes in fully mastered. Okay, so we don't have to do that just because we bought it, and it's mastery rank 10. We can use this right now. because we bought it from the market for that $4.99. It also didn't take up an extra weapon slot because it came with its own weapon slot. It came with a mod. If we look at our mods for, actually I'll go right to that, swap to that. I have not used this weapon before. If we look at the mods, there is a mod for it. Maybe it's not in here. Maybe it does not apply to that particular. Oh, we got a serration. Sorry, I'm thinking about the other package. There's another package there for $1, which gets us the Redeemer, which we will pick that up because it also comes with an affinity booster, a 3-day affinity booster, and a mod that we don't have. So yes, it came with a unrated serration and that weapon and 100 platinum for $5. It's not much. When we get a 50% or higher off rate, we will probably spend more money on this account to get platinum. You can do it with trading. I just started a new stream on my secondary account. That's the account I started in September just to relearn the game, and I'm using it now as kind of a, all right, before I do a stream in TOG, what do I need to do in the main account to do it? Now that's a little bit difficult because it went a different path in terms of Warframes, and I'm not going to buy platinum for that one. I'm going to trade for it. It's a little bit more complicated though, because in order to trade for it and in order to get some of the stuff, I need to either join a clan or create a clan. So I decided I was going to create a clan for that on my own and do a whole series of streams on how to build a clan solo. And so that stream, we did a brief starter stream for that this morning. It's brief because the first thing you have to do is say, hey, I'm starting a new clan, give your clan a name, and then you have to build a clan key for it, which takes 12 hours. So that's all we could do to start with that. And I'm only going to stream the parts of that particular account that are focused on building clans. So if you want to build your own clan, I will probably do another stream on that tomorrow night before I do the main TOG stream. And I will start doing the clan building in there. So I may do it instead of the regular TOG stream, depending upon how much I can get done in one session of that clan. I have a feeling I'm going to get stuck pretty quickly because I don't know what resources I'm going to need off the top of my head. I built my own clan before in a set of streams we did almost 7 years ago, my very first set of beginner streams. And that account, that clan is fully functional and has most of the stuff that you would want. So it's definitely possible to do. Tonight, we have some things that we're going to be focusing on, or today anyway. One of them is, if we come over here, you remember last night, I picked up the Vault blueprints from our clan. And we wanted to start building it, but oh good lord, we're short on plastids. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some plastids. Welcome to the plastid search of yet another plastid search. We don't need a lot of plastids, thank goodness. We do not have any upgrades. I'm going to go to Phobos. I'm going to do maybe an exterminate mission. There's this interception mission, but I might not get anything from that. Is there an exterminate? Yeah, Roche is an exterminate mission. So I'm going to do Roche. We can do it with a group because I might get plastids just because other people find them. So we're going to do this quickly. And oh, look. I see Dreams of the Dead. They might have already started it in the process before when I started talking. Dreams of the Dead is the title of the new Norse mix, because it has a lot of stuff for the Day of the Dead. Most of us are not going to be able to get most of this stuff before the actual Day of the Dead, but oh, and we're already getting stuff for it, so that's nice. We avoided getting, now it did reset. You notice it's asking for, it's saying 1. So it did reset the daily requests, which is pretty cool. I like that. I honestly don't care about doing anything but just killing people. I'm going to look for plastids as I go, if I will open containers, but we probably will get them just from killing things. You know, there's more people back here. Let's go back here and make sure they're dead first. There might be some downstairs. There might also be stuff down here. I do see 2 containers. Now, if it seems like I am deliberately blowing things up, I'm deliberately blowing things up. I find that to be one of the fastest way of doing containers. When we do the deadlock protocol, I'm going to get the Zorus weapon. Oh, is there something down here? No. Didn't think so. So we come back up here. We come back up here. There's a room over here.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
All right. I guess I am going to be going and looking for stuff as we go. Oh, I have a teammate wanting to open a door somewhere. Alright, so this may be a faster mission. Ooh, something to scan. We like shiny things that we can scan. Although, soon, we are... I don't think I've seen that before. Whatever that was. Oh, yeah, there's got to be more people around here somewhere. Up this way, I think. Yes, this is the way to go. What am I using as a weapon? Oh, I'm using the ALAC. That's right, I equipped it. I have no idea what this weapon is like. I believe it has, in addition to the shooting... Boy, we didn't mod this. We can use a secondary attack on it. I believe I read something like a secondary attack. Gotta love running with Nokos. Nokos are our newest Warframe. They were introduced 2 weeks ago in the Valis Undermine, and boy, are there a lot of them out there. Because everybody wants to try the latest and greatest thing. If you're a frequent player of this game, You will want the latest Warframe as soon as you can get it. Unfortunately, NOCO requires us to have done the new war, which we haven't yet. And normally I'd be worried about ranking up this AOLAC, but where is the exit? They're waiting for me. Let's see, did we get any Plastids out of that? I can't tell. I don't think so, though. I might have to run that again solo just to be more thorough about searching for stuff. Or maybe what we do is we go to a different planet. There we go. Nightwave has come up with the new Norse Mixed Dreams of the Dead. There's a whole lot of things we can get from that. Most of them, as you can see, are decorative, but there's also this Basmu augment that we can get here. I don't even know what the Basmu is. So if we go to it,
Nora is all about incentivizing.
We did 2 things. Which is why we don't have 2 of those things listed here. Those are dailies. We don't have new dailies yet because we did dailies before. We got brand new weeklies. All the weeklies refreshed. Really? I don't know if I can get the helmet segment in time to do that, but that's a good one to try for this week. I don't think it's possible, though. There's a lot of stuff involved in that one. We don't have the new war. Survival mission reaching at least 20 minutes. We can and will do that. Exchanging ribbon slivers for a ribbon mod. We can and will do that. Killing all, so we're going to do all 3 of those in this one, and we're going to try, and this one. So we're going to do all 5 of these, and we might try for feeding the helmet. That will get us Nora's Mixed Dream Cred 150 to start with. It'll probably get us, let's see, 7, 14, 20, almost 30,000. So that may get us all the way to this Exilus weapon adapter. There's useful stuff to get here. The credits will get us cred offerings. Did those change? They did not change. So these are the same cred offerings we had from before. Ooh, I take it back. Mods. Please look at mods. Corrosive Projection was here before. Combat Reload is a Tigress. That's not a bad Tigress, but it's not the best of the Tigress mods. Nyx Singularity. We'll get Nyx at some point. Excalibur, Purging Slash. This is basically when you do a slash dash, which is Excalibur's one, you can heal. Well, not heal, but you get shields back if you do it through your allies. Mirage's Prism Guard, that was there last time. The Grikata Wild Frenzy. Wow, that is... Holy smokes. I like that one. I haven't used the Grikata, but with that mod, it might be worth getting. Okay. So there's things to get. We like things to get. Down along the lines here, we are gonna be doing enough of this that we will max this out before we're done. We have more credits. We have a rifle ribbon mod that we can get here. More weapon slots. There's that dreadful kill shot for Basmu. Forma, more credits, a arcane. We got one before. We haven't really used it. Well, actually, I might have used it. Taxon Day of the Dead skin. It's one of the few skins I could actually use. I'm not certain. It could be interesting. Um, we have a Veiled Riven Cipher. We have Warframe slot. Way down the line here, we have Necrophage Vigor on a Hema. Wow. Wow, that could be a really, really devastating mod for Hema. We can get a Stance Former. We will want that Stance Formers because they're so rare and so hard to come by. We can get an Umbra Forma. Same deal. They're so rare and so hard to come by. These are one of the few places where you can get both. And we'll get up to 30 here. I think without any trouble, as long as we keep streaming on a regular basis like we are. There's the news. It's up. So that's the new Nightwave. And yes, we are going to do a lot of this stuff over the next few days, if not all today.
Let's check what's next.
Alrighty. We didn't get Plastids. I'm going to do a solo exterminate. Actually, wait a minute. We do have a 20-minute survival that needs to be done. Zugma is not the best of them, but it is a decent place to do survival because you get resource drop chances, which means more credits, more stuff. Okay, so I think we're going to do that 20-minute survival with a group. Okay, in here, and we should be pretty good. At least the group will carry us through early on and unlock most of the chests. If there's anybody else doing it. I don't know. Okay. So this is where we start. We've got a Noko. Hello. They've already started without me. What a terrible thing. Let me see. There are things here.
I delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy
This
you
is a
more
dead
time.
end, but there's containers to search. Containers may have plastids. Let's see. One more container. There's one back here still. I missed it. Okay. Oop, there was something by the door. Alright, we do want to get as many of these as we can. We are basically emptying this out.
Life support on the way.
This is not a dead end room, so we'll come back to it later. Right now I'm just looking for the dead ends in this area. If there are any. Wow, the lighting in this, especially with all those mushrooms around, is really weak. This is not a dead end room either. So honestly, couldn't tell you which way we're going to go. But there might be a dead end room the other way. Let's see, come back up here. Oh, here's a dead end room. With stuff in it. Where's the other one? There is a container over here. No, up here. Alright. Alright. So we have a lot of different ways out of this room. I am not entirely sure where we came from originally. This is a dead-end room. I have gotten actually lost in here. Did we come out of here? Nope. We did not. So which way is the way back to where we came from? Must be this way. Maybe it's up here. Nope, that's that dead-end room. It's got to be this way then. Yes, this is the way we came in. Okay, so there may be some things down below. Near this thing, this stuff. Alright. Let's see. Did we go through here? We did go through there. Yes, the news. They've already told us the new Nightwave is live. Okay. So let's get through here and see what we can find. There's nothing that way.
Their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
Now, it's quite possible
Extraction is ready.
that our new friends here... Oh, we got another room. Somebody's already gone through this room. Let's see, there's some containers over here somewhere. Probably up top. Oh, they're just stuff. I don't think there's a container, but there could be. There we go. Alright, I don't see any other ways out of here. Is this way out? Nope. So this is a dead-end room, effectively. Which brings us back to this room. Now, there's stuff up here that we haven't collected yet. Alright. So we've got all that stuff. We've come through here, we've come through there. This looks like the only way we haven't gone yet. So we're ready to continue on. Now we got a container here. That's the way to go to the new stuff. There should be a small room down here. Nope, it's actually not there. Alright. Down to that. Lots of stuff we're picking up there. There's some plastids, so we've already got our plastids, I suspect. But nope, no door there. But there is a container here, so I'll take it. That is way too far back for me to go. I'm not going to do that right now. There should have been... Nope, I don't see another exit up here either. Oh yeah, there is an exit up here. That's where... Oh no, it's down below. Alright, so we're in the next tile. There's stuff to loot in this tile. You can see, by the way, if you look at our iron skin, it's barely been touched throughout all of this. And I think Noko's... Oh, more plastids. We like the plastids. Okay, there's stuff below us, which we can get. Once we get around, where the heck is the way down? That is not the way down. This is the way down. I knew there was a way. Okay, so we got those two containers. There's containers down here. There's a whole room down here of containers. So this is a tricky little thing I keep forgetting about. It's been a long time since I did this. That is not raisable. There is a way on some of these to raise this. Let's see if I can find. I don't see a way down. Let me look at this again. Yeah, I don't see a way down there. There is a way to get down below, and I can't remember how to do it. It involves this thing. And usually it involves having to hack this, but it's not showing up there to raise it. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get to those particular containers. Unless there's another way down. Which I can't remember. I don't remember. Let's see. Let's get back to the killing things. We have a core with us. That's what that strangle dome thing is. That was up there. So I think we've got some people in here who are here for the duration. Where is that, Halid? It's not there. Hold together. I don't know what it is. Oh, Vestin Moss. We like Vestin Moss, but we never smoke it. It's a bad thing to smoke Vestin Moss. At least according to my clan it is. We'll move into this tile and see what this is like. We are doing well with the life support. I'm not worried about our life support at all. There's some more plastids. So we're doing very good with plastids. Let's go over here. Let's see, is this... That is our exit room. We don't need to exit. I am not exiting. I'm just looting the containers. We want to go 20 minutes, remember? We're 12. So far, it's not been hard. That's all the containers in this room. I'm going to go back. I don't know if there's anything I haven't looted yet. We looted that room. At this point, I think we've looted all the rooms. I don't think there's another exit to this room that I've missed. Is there another exit to this room? Yes, there is another exit to this. No, there isn't. I always keep thinking there is. Now, because we are not solo, we may actually find ourselves in a little bit of competition for all the Eximus. You can normally, if you're doing this solo, 30 Eximus in 20 minutes. There we go. Now we're starting to see some damage. And more Eximuses. Yeah, 30 Eximus in 20 minutes is not that hard to do in a Dark Sector survival. Let's see, did I go this way? I can't recall. Oh yes, I did. Is there anything on the map that I haven't gone to that I can remember? No, but I'll go for the focus orbs at this point. There's our focus orb. And that doesn't actually lead to anywhere. What about this way? Oh, I haven't been this way yet. We should definitely go this way. If I haven't been there, we want to go there. We got a relentless combination. That's not bad. Alright, so we're at 15 minutes. We need 5 more minutes. I'm going to continue to... Ooh, where's that scanny? It's here somewhere. It's below us. Down here, there was a thing to scan. You see that? We want to scan it. And that is for the frame fighter game in the Ludoplex that we can get from Cephalon Samaris eventually. I don't think we've been this way. There's a whole lot of stuff down here we haven't seen yet. Oh, there's a container back here that I missed. And as we go out of here, there are 2 containers over here. Or somewhere. No, just 2 things. Ooh, ooh. This is a big room with a lot of potential ways out. This may have been where things started. I probably came in later than now we may have to stay because this mission started with things going. I don't know how long people were running, so that counter may not be accurate for our 20 minutes. So we need to probably stay in here a little tiny bit longer than it says. Until Nora says, hey, we've done 20 minutes. Somewhere up there, and there is a stairway up there. Oh, there's something down below us, too. There's another Eximus. We might just stay in here until we have our 30 Eximus anyway. I'm in no rush to get out of here. This is actually easier than a 20-minute run on Gavi by far. We covered that, by the way, in the last stream. Gavi on series is one of the classic places in this game to farm standing. Wow. First, second. Let's get the crowd off me a little bit. See, is there anything down here?
Life support activated.
Oh, it's up there. Now I have to go back up. Wasn't planning to, but I'll do it. just to get a focus orb. Up, it's even higher. Where's that focus orb? Did it disappear before I got it? I'm sad. Alright, well, it disappeared before I got it. There's a new focus orb. We'll take this one. Not quite the crowd going on here. But we're doing fine. There is nothing to worry about on this particular map right now. That may change after the 20-minute mark, which we're getting close to.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Alright, some people are already leaving. We'll start fighting our way to the exit, but if they extract before we do, I'm okay with that. We'll still be in here. We can extract at any time. Okay. Where is the stairway up to that? It's got to be here somewhere. There it is. Alright. Another focus orb. We gotta go get that. Okay, host migration in progress because everybody else left, leaving us all alone here with these Eximuses that are going to start giving us trouble soon. Oh, I want to go this way. I noticed Nora didn't chime in and say, hey, you've reached 20 minutes. Now we could check that. There are ways to check that. We might start having to use some of these as we go, because we're the only ones fighting right now, so... let's see... there's... stuff down here to... Let's go trigger enough another one of these. Oh, there's some life support over here. There's a mod sitting over here. Now that everybody's gone, it's just a matter of cleaning things up on the way out. There's another one of those. We're at 23. We should have the Nora thing by now, unless we were very close to that 5-minute mark, which is possible. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the previous air thing and hang out there for a bit until we hit at least 25. So here we are. If I look at P real quick, it doesn't list it. Darn it. So I can't tell whether we've gotten a new Nightwave yet. But I know we didn't come in here after 5 minutes.
Additional life support has arrived. Life support activated.
There's another life support. And another Eximus to kill. Did we get our Eximuses too? I'm not seeing the reports from Nora. Oh, there we go, 26. 4 more Eximuses. Get 4 more Eximuses, and I'm going to extract no matter what time we're at. So, shouldn't be hard for us to get those in another 2 minutes. Focus orb. There's another Eximus. That's 28. Like I said, 2 more.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Well, let's trigger another one. Brings us to 96, and that should be our last Eximus. Oh, no, it wasn't. That's our last Eximus. All right. So now we can go to the exit, which is not that way. It is this way. If we did not get our 20 minutes in now, I would be amazed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. All right.
Another job well.
So let's see what we got. Nightwave, we got 11,500 for a Nightwave, which is weird. And more importantly, we got 411 Plastids, which is more than enough, and another Riven Sliver, which is always good. All right, so now, first thing we can do is go to Nightwave. We got our first Nightwave rank up. We did all 3 of these in one mission. The 500 enemies, the 30 Eximuses, and the survival mission reaching up to 20 minutes. We got 2 of our missions done. We can get those Riven Slivers. I think we have 10. I'll double check. Oh, a mission with only... We could have done that last mission like that. I didn't even think about that. A mission with only a melee weapon equipped is very easy to do. Riven Slivers. How many of those do I have? Equipment, inventory. Let's see, miscellaneous. Actually, let's go to all and just say Riven up here. We only have 3 Riven Slivers. Oh, getting 10 of them could be tough. But it's a goal for the week. We're going to be doing some advanced stuff as we go. So we might get some more Riven Slivers as we go. 10 of them is a decent amount. Anything else on that list? That's this one.
Time again, dreamers.
We need another 13 missions, and we need to complete a mission with only a melee weapon equipped. All right. This one requires us to get a thing called the helmet segment. Okay. I'm going to go look at that really quick. By the way, notice we got over 10,000 of our standing, okay, just by doing that. And we're almost, this one dropped. Why did it drop? Oh, because we did an Arbiters of Hexus mission. So this dropped down a little bit from its 40,000. So, Cephalon Suda wants an Orcan Catalyst and 100,000 credits. We have that. Rank up.
You would make an excellent Cephalon, Tenno. What are you curious about?
And the shield restore is not the best of the possible restores we could get, but we'll take it. This is a large shield restore, so unlike some of the other things. So we'll redeem that.
Excellent Cephalon, Tenno. Advancement imminent.
We will need 2 Aya in order to advance to our next level, and 250,000 credits. So that's a lot. While we're at it, while we're here, we've already paid the rank up fee for this next one, so we will not have to pay it for when we bring the parent sequence back up. We will be bringing the parent sequence back up once we have maxed out Arbiters of Hexus by leveling up Cephalon Suda. There's a long way to go for that. Okay. Once it's maxed out, if we do the parent sequence, he will not drop all that much. Okay. And you'll have to keep switching back and forth between these two in order to keep them up. And this one will also raise up New Loka. And again, if we keep switching between these two, eventually these two will get to a positive rank and stay there. And you want to keep at least, you can keep at least 3 very easily. 4 is harder. It's not impossible, but it's harder. It's easier if you rank this up all the way. Now, if you notice, we've got more stuff available. Not much, but there's some stuff available. If we go by rank, sorry, there we go. We can buy some stuff for Arcwing weapons here, if we wanted to. But we really don't want to. The other thing that we can buy here is Abyssal Beacons in order to get Defixios. And I'm not certain about that one. You have to go and have an Abyssal Beacon in order to do it for each mission. So it's usually a high-end thing. If you have an Abyssal Beacon, only one person in the team loses their Abyssal Beacon, the host of the mission. But this is a way to get the Defixios stuff, which you'll want at some point. So we'll come back to that later. But we still have one more rank before we get access to these weapon blueprints, and 2 more ranks before we get access to all the great blueprints that we need to get. And there's a lot of them. And we're going to be ranking him up for a long time, collecting those mods. Once Arbiters of Hexus, in the process of doing that, Arbiters of Hexus is going to max out. Once Arbiters of Hexus maxes out, you're going to buy some mods from here, rank up Parent Sequence, which will lower Arbiters of Hexus, and rank up New Loka. And then you're going to switch back to Cephalon Suda and buy some more and rank him up buy some more mods, and keep going back and forth and keep going back and forth until you get the mods from both of these. And at that point, these two should be fairly high. These two aren't going to go up at all during all of that. It's just, it's the way of things. So that's our standing stuff. We're going to be doing more work towards standing because we are going to be doing more missions. Now, the next mission that we needed to do, if you notice, we have our Frost and our Rhino loadout. We have default loadout. I'm going to switch to the default loadout. We have an Oberon, rank 18 here. He's got a Heck, which is rank 22. I've given him a Kanai, which is max rank right now. Do I have... I haven't gotten the new weapons yet for that. Let's see how far away those are. And I don't think... Oops.
Operator, please return.
I don't think I have given him a new melee weapon yet for the same reason, because I think we're building them. Let's see. What's in progress and what's built. So we can grab a couple of things. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 weapons. Two weapons that are ready to go, and 3 weapons that will be ready to go after we finish the stream tonight, so they'll be ready for tomorrow. We only need to work on one of these at a time. So I'm going to claim the Heat Sword. Actually, let's claim the Kronos. I don't know the Kronos. I have no idea what the Kronos is like. So we have a new weapon. I'm going to give that to my Oberon. We started ranking up our Oberon last night, I think it was, yesterday sometime. And didn't want to continue, yesterday afternoon before the 8 o'clock deadline, because I didn't want to do any more. Now that I know that the weeklies reset, we can, the next time this happens, we can do weeklies until, for all of them. So the Kronos is, let's see, it's got a bad crit chance of 6, but it's got an okay status chance of 18. It does basic stuff. It's faster than average attack speed. Has an okay range. Its combo duration is only 5 seconds. And so it's an average weapon. Let's see if we have a stance for it. We do, Swooping Falcon. So we'll put the Swooping Falcon on there. Okay. And then what we want to do is we'll want to rank up damage and status. Okay. So that is a good status increase. Pressure point, we always want to put pressure point on there. Okay. If we're doing status, okay, I could put melee prowess on there for a 90% increase in that. But do we have... We don't have any of the volatile mods yet. Nope. Or maybe, what the Relentless Combination? There are mods here that would let us do some really interesting things with the status, but I guess we'll put melee prowess on there for 7. And then let's put a some sort of elemental on there. Actually, before we put the melee prowess, we've got the Carnus Mandible, which is going to give us slash and extra status. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put some let's say we'll put heat and electricity. I can't fit them both. Heat and toxin? I can't even fit 2 of those. That's sad. I need to have... This doesn't have a lot of work to... 6... Nope. So I can put in 2 things that without the... do I have another shocking touch? Or yes, I have another shocking touch. And let's see if we put North Wind on there. That's magnetic. That's great against Corpus. If I put, let's see, Fever Strike on there instead. That's corrosive. That's great against Grenier. I don't know what I'm going to be going up against. I'll be doing both. I think I'll stick with the magnetic for this one. And we'll stick with the 28% status. We're not going to be using it all that much, but and it's going to rank up very quickly because of what we're going to do with it. We don't have anything for that, so we're ready. And we are going to go into Sanctuary Onslaught. Now, if you'll pardon me for a second, I need a drink. All right. So we talked about this in a couple of streams ago. Sanctuary Onslaught is a great place to level up things. You come in there, you stay a few waves. It's basically a survival mission in some ways. Oh, and I don't even remember what his powers are. Let's see. There we go. That's the one I wanted. I remembered it correctly. As you can see, things get ranked up fairly quickly in this. And things that run into our field will take damage. You could get better as you go. Our Heck is ranking up. We should use the Heck and see how it's doing right now. You can see it does all those shots of damage on a single target there if I'm close. If I'm far away, it'll hit multiple targets. Like, let's see if I can... It depends on a group. I'm not finding many groups. Let's look up. There we go. It's slow but very effective. And sometimes very satisfying. If you've got single targets that are tough, the Heck is not a bad weapon. If I was using Steel Meridian as my syndicate, the next level would get me the Heck weapon mod, Scattered Justice, which makes it even more insane because it doubles the multi. Where is the data conduit? Hello, data conduit. "200% more multi-shot," or 200% multi-shot is a very, very effective way of using the Heck. Oh, hello. Where are you coming from? I don't... Oh, somebody left. And we wait. And somebody came back in? That's kind of weird. I've never seen that happen. Where we had a host migration, but nobody actually left. That might be because somebody had a very low ping time, a very high ping time. Yep, so our Heck is doing nicely. Cronus is doing fairly okay. It's not a sword to, at least yet, it's not one of those swords that I'm going to say, oh, this is awesome. Because it's not really that awesome. Oh, I need more energy. I need some energy drops. Please drop some energy, people. There's a little bit of energy. That'll keep us for a bit. There's more energy. Now we're maxed energied. I have no idea where we're getting all that extra energy from suddenly. Possibly from... Where did that come from? Where are you at? There? There's our conduit. We're going to go for one more zone. Ideally, if we can get to zone 4, we want to go there. Oh, you can see at a distance. When you're firing at a group, it can be very effective. Especially when you're firing at Corpus, who are susceptible to magnetic. I'm having trouble finding things. Oh. And I don't have any energy again. Somehow my energy is not the best here. Not sure why. Where are other guys at? There's one over here. No, I don't know where they are. Up top. Ooh. They go up in here. Back in my field. I don't know if I want to go for another one. I don't think so. I don't see the aluminum canister going in. There we go. Now I've got some energy.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast. The sanctuary will go on without you.
3 rounds got us several ranks in Oberon. Got us quite a bit more stuff for our standing. More than I think we have left. So even though it's telling us we got 79.39 for each of these, I don't think we did. If we look at it, maybe. We did get 79.39 there, and there's still stuff left. Well, let's take a look at our equipment and update its mods. Oberon could probably fit more mods. Oh yeah. We could increase duration. We have an auger reach. I can throw auger reach into here to give us a bigger area for our number 2. It's now got a 15-foot radius instead of a. We could rank this up a couple of ranks. All right. So now we're talking about a something that'll last a lot longer. Let's see. Now we have flow, vitality. The vitality, do we need it? Our health is so high to start with. If I take that off and we put strength on there, we have strength. We have anything else that increases strength? Let's look for strength. Efficiency. No, I don't have any more strength. So I've maxed out my strength currently on this because I don't have any more mods to do it. I could reduce its efficiency quite a bit, increase its efficiency so that it costs less to cast these things. So you can see if I don't have that there, that's going to cost me 50. If I put on the streamline, it's going to cost me 40 instead of 50 to cast that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and increase that 2 more ranks if we can. There we go. So now it's going to cost us 35 to do that. So we can do it a lot more. I haven't really been using his reckoning, but that's a lot cheaper now. It has a bigger radius. It does a whole lot more damage. Look at that, 8450 damage. Plus it has bonus radiation status. It reduces their armor. It takes off for however, if you get more targets, it reduces armor even more. If you so there's just a whole lot of things that this can do, and it lasts 26 seconds, that status, it looks like. And there's a chance of a health orb drop, which is really useful in a lot of situations. So I still have 7. I have all these mods maxed out. I don't have redirection and steel fiber, which is our armor and our stuff. I could rank them up more, but I think that will cause me problems with some of my other Warframes. Let's put up redirection because that's our shield capacity. I'll stick that up 2 ranks, let's say. Oh, nope, I don't have the money to stick it up 2 ranks. I have enough money to stick it up 1 rank. I'm going to have to earn some money after this. Apply fusion. Okay. So we now have more shield. And it should be pretty good for Oberon right now. The heck is nearly maxed out. It does not have a catalyst on it. If I stuck a catalyst on it, this would become insane. And I might do that, but we are at Master Rank 6, and it feels like I'm doing that for only 1 or 2 Master ranks. We'll think about it. We have 1 Orc and Catalyst we could put on this. So let's see what we can stick on here. Multi-shot. We love multi-shot. I don't have any multi-shots. That's a little sad. I think I have the only multi-shot I had on here. I don't even have any multi-shots for a shotgun. Well, that's sad. Why do I not have any more multi-shots? Okay. I could, I guess we're going to give it more, this is our whole list of mods for shotguns. We need to do more to get shotgun mods. Fire rate, not so much. Reload speed could be very useful. It takes 1.5 seconds to reload. Status chance. This is status and critical is not as important on this as pure damage. Slash, maybe. Puncture is our biggest damage. So do we have a puncture mod? There we go. We got flechette. I'll probably put that on there. Accelerated blast. That sounds like a good one. Oh, and I don't have the capacity. Seriously? All right. Well, I bought platinum. We're going to get more Argon catalyst as time goes by. I don't have anything that needs it. I need to get this gun to be in good shape. Not blunderbuss, flechette. Okay, that'll increase our puncture, and we will rank that up a couple of times. We don't have much money to do it, but we'll rank it up a couple of times. Okay, and that increases our damage even more. Accelerated blast. Okay, let's see if I can rank that up at least once. I have credits to do it. I don't have credits to do it twice. We do need credits.
The balance of power continues to shift.
Okay.
Navigation is marked with new invasions.
And that increases our fire rate. So now we're firing almost 30% faster. We will be able to upgrade all of these soon enough. Let's see. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. I have flechette. Status duration, not so much. Ammo maximum, not so much. Point blank, we've got. Shotgun barrage. I could give us even more fire rate just by throwing that on there. Okay. We've already got our reload speed. And I could get even more fire rate by putting in Vigilante Fervor. But I'm going to stick Shredder on there to increase our slash damage as well. This is just a quick config. I'm not trying to balance this out in any way, shape, or form, but now it'll do even more damage. So we're going to go back. Our Cronus, I don't think I'm going to worry about catalyzing. We could put, I don't know what we're going to stick on here. Critical, no, we ideally more status. Melee prowess, we can put that on there. Now it'll do 45% status. Or, better yet, let's put on the ranked Northwind and the ranked Shocking Touch. And actually, I'm going to switch that for Fever Strike and do Corrosive instead. Because I believe, is the heck doing any, we're doing Blast with this. All right, so that'll work. All right, so let's go back into Elite Sanctuary, not Elites, regular Sanctuary Onslaught. Please don't, if we went into Elite, we'd probably get killed pretty quickly. Come up here, we pick Sanctuary Onslaught, we find a quad. We're going to continue to level him up. Oh, and we have another Oberon with us. Isn't that nice? Oh, man, I forget this room. Where the heck is the next area? There's the next area. Oh, it's not much of an area. There's an upstairs. That's where I want to go. So now, you can see that's much more satisfying in terms of damage. Okay, we're going to do our growth up here. You notice that's doing more damage. We're going to do our lift and kill everything in the room. Okay. Alright. And we're going to do our lift and kill almost everything in the room. Do it again. There we go. That should do it. So now we're starting to see some real effects with this. You don't even have to aim to take them out. It's that effective. What the heck? Aiming may actually be a detriment to the heck, I think. Oh, we got a conduit. Let's go there. It's downstairs. Ah, well, that explains something. I forgot about that. You see, a lot of us are doing the same. We have 2 Oberons in play because there's a lot of people ranking up their Oberons, their free ones. Somebody left their weapon behind. Is that mine? No, somebody left their got disarmed. When you get disarmed, it leaves your weapon behind. There's another one. I don't know whose weapons those are. But it's not mine. You can see our Cronus is already ranked 20. And the nice thing about that is it drops health orbs, which means it increases the chance of us doing those nice little things. With 2 Oberons in here, it's going to be very hard for people to get hurt. Because you see those rotating shields? Those rotating shields come every time we take a health orb. Oh, look at that. Let's do this. And they will take a hit for us. There we go.
Enter the conduit now.
We'll do at least one more. I like to get to zone 4. If you can get to zone 4, you've done well.
The experiment's designed.
Zone 3 is pretty average.
I trust you will be able to complete this study, Hunter.
You can see they're dying here just from walking into my area. Well, no, actually, we've got another Warframe killing them, I think, maybe. And we have a chance of getting health orbs from that, which increases our shields. And taking energy is always a good thing. Not a lot here that is doing survival for us. You can see the radiation, the damage we're doing just with this. Oberon is getting ranked up. Oh, I guess I'm going to round 4, zone 4, no matter what. That popped up instantly. They don't always. That's okay. I can live with zone 4. But our host is migrating. We still have 3 people in the team, so. MFG Pluto. All right. You don't need to aim very well with the Heck. The Heck is a great weapon if you have trouble aiming. I mean, it's just really effective there. Alright, let's go take out some... I got all these energy orbs here and nothing to kill with them. It's so terrible. Please spawn in more enemies. Thank you, yo. There we go. I may come back over here. We have the energy, we're using it. You know, I might go for a zone 5. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't see anybody moving for it. I see MFG Pluto over there. I see our no skill waiting there. Yeah, we're gonna not go. Oh, he decided to go. I'll go. 2 people, we'll go. I can handle 2 people. Handle it. Oh.
Lab rats also feel pain, yet their suffering creates knowledge. If the lessons learned today save lives in the future, then the ends justify my means.
So I'm up here. I need some energy so I can do this. Yeah, there we go. That's the sort of thing I wanted to see more of. Our efficiency's starting to drop, so I think this is maybe our last one.
Enter the conduit now.
Yeah, I'm not going into this conduit.
The conduit is closing fast.
I'll take this efficiency token. Sitting over here.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
Oh, Oberon is almost maxed out from that. And we got a core. I think we already had a core chassis blueprint. I'm pretty sure we already had a core chassis blueprint. Let's see, Quora. Yes. Yeah, I have two of those. The higher end core blueprints, you really need to get to rank 8, stage 8 in Sanctuary Onslaught, which we will be able to do at some point. So, we're almost max rank on our Oberon. Let's take a look at him real quick. I have lots of room to expand things. If I had an Exilus Warframe adapter, which I will get soon, doing Nightwave missions, I could add another thing to his stuff, which would probably put the Thief's Wood up there so that I could put another mod on here, like perhaps maybe, do I have an Augur message on here yet? I don't. That would give me more duration for my stuff. Or another, if I had another strength mod. Modus Signal, what's that? Oh, that's double jump strength. Well, I think I need to go get more augur mods because I think one of them increases strength, or one of the vigilante mods. I forget which one it is. Those are our mods we pick up from the Plains of Eidolon. We don't have any arcanes right now. We will need arcanes at some point. So he's there. The Heck is max rank. The Cronus is max rank. All right. I mean, what can you do? The Heck will come back, and we're going to work on that later. Actually, you know, we'll keep it as our primary weapon for right now because I don't have anything else. The Cronus we could swap out for the Heat Sword. It's maxed out. What we're going to get out of it, I don't see it as being a particularly great sword, but I could be wrong. There may be ways of modding it that makes it even better. If we look, the Heat Sword is ready to claim. Let's claim it. There we go. I got a Heat Sword now. All right. I think I'm out of weapon slots. If I look at my equipment and look at my inventory and look at weapons, no, I have no more weapon slots, but I have platinum to get weapon slots. I have one Warframe slot, which will be used for Wukong, but I'm going to be built. Oh, Volt. Let's start up Volt. Oh, I need money. We need money. Let's do some Gabby runs. All right. So at this point, we are just focused on farming some money. We'll get some Argon crystals in a little bit because we do need that for other things. Gabby is one of the best places in the game, especially for early players, to farm money. And the reason for that is if you go in, you spend 5 minutes, you come out after the 5-minute survival, you'll get anywhere from 20 to 30,000 credits. And if you have a booster, that'll be doubled. Okay. And then you go back and do it again, and you keep doing it until you have gotten the credits that you're looking for. There are other ways to farm credits. I showed you that here in Tikal. If you go in here and do one excavation run and leave, you'll get somewhere between 10 and 17,000 credits. And it takes roughly half the time of a Gabby run. The advantage of doing Gabby over Tikal is you'll get roughly the same amount of credits for the time that you spend, and you'll get more affinity from the kills, okay, especially if you're doing melee, and you will get more resources in general because the bonus is 35% resource drop chance. And Ceres is one of the places we haven't talked about resource drones. We don't have any resource drones right now, okay? But Ceres, the 4 things that are most commonly found on Ceres, the 4 resources you can mine from them, and that appear mostly here, is you can get Argon cells and detonite ampules from here. Circuits and alloy plate are another very common thing. And then the really common stuff you can find pretty much everywhere. Like ferrite and I think other things. So Argon cells are a relatively rare drop. Every time you run Gabby, you're likely to pick up 1 or 2 Argon cells. And so it's a useful place to farm credits and farm Argon cells. You will always find it, almost always find people in it. Doesn't matter if you would draw early because they can stay later if they want. So 5 minutes in Gabby, let's go do that. You do have to wait a minute if there are other people in here. So sometimes you want to go solo just to speed up the run a little bit, the exit process. But, I mean, look at this.
Look for personal life support nodules dropped by fallen enemies.
Oh, and I didn't even mod up the Heat Sword. I just put it on. Oh, I didn't even put on the Heat Sword. Darn it. I claimed it, and I didn't put it on. Oh, well, I'm not leveling it up this round. But 5 minutes. Let's go kill some stuff. Where is the nearest life support? Oh, the nearest life support was right there. It's the only life support right now. But if we stay, everybody else is looking for Argon cells. You can tell. There's so much stuff here we can loot, and we are going to loot it. There's another life support coming in.
Here for life support.
So Hydron, that's that tentacle thing that you see here. That's Hydron. Hydron, you will commonly see Hydrons here. It's always fun to stay close to them. If you're not actually farming affinity, anywhere they're putting up their tentacles may have a chance of doing more loot because there's an augment for them that makes Hydron one of the best loot frames. Look at that. We're getting credits just by wandering around. Okay. Around here. We could go kill things, and we should. But because we do want to get that. We can kill the things that are in the tentacles, too. That's perfectly okay. It doesn't hurt things to do that. If you get bored, which honestly, if you're doing a Hydron, people are just going to get bored around you and go wander off and do other things, like searching for treasure and Argon cells and leveling up their frames by doing things like that.
Life support on the way.
Let's see. There's containers here. Let's go. Okay. An amber Iatan. We gotta like those. We're mainly going around here just doing some killing. We'll go back to that central area in a minute. That looks like basically a combination of dead end rooms. It looks like our Hydron has moved on to somewhere else. I don't know where he moved to. Let's see. Oh, he's back. It's always wonderful to just wander through the tentacles, collecting loot, because there's so much of it. Let's see. Ooh, something to scan down here. Gotta do that. We can't not scan things. Oh, sorry. Oh, good. I got a Soma chord piece for This Is What You Are, which is my favorite song for the Soma, the music thing. Although I learned today that the login page, if you log out using the profile logout as opposed to the exit, which I've never done before, that it will... Ooh, somebody's bleeding out. Nope, not anymore. It's gotten kind of quiet. Oops, and I keep forgetting to jump across, and I didn't make it again. Good Lord. Okay, so bullet jump across this.
The operative has just made their first discovery.
And that's all we really wanted to do, is go through here. No, I might go through this area. Where is that extraction? Our whole purpose here was just to farm credits, so we leave after 5 minutes, even though we could stay and do more easily enough. It would not be hard for us. Oops, this way. Come over here. Come out here. And now we got to defend for 50 seconds. People do not have to extract. In a survival mission, if people do not want to extract, they don't have to. But it looks like maybe other people are doing exactly the same thing. Because we've got everybody pretty much waiting here. Or at least 3 of them. And we're done.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
40,000 credits. One mission, 40,000 credits. 6 minutes and 53 seconds for that whole thing, and most of it, and a minute of that was waiting. And we got an Orc and Cell. So this is where we're going to do quite a few missions. I don't know if I'm going to do it with Oberon, the entire thing. Let's see where we're at. Oberon is now max rank. Let's switch out the Cronus for the Heat Sword. And max that one out. I don't think we have anything else that we can work on right now. The Heat Sword is a decent weapon. I actually used it in my first couple of playthroughs before I got Broken War. Broken War is so much better in many ways. This one has a high status chance, so we want to stick status mods. We want Pressure Point. Obviously, everybody wants that. Carnus Mandible is a good status mod for it. We don't have a lot of other space for it right now. That's pretty much all we can stick on there is that.
The sentients are not
Let's see if I put this by drain, which is ranking it by this number in the upper left. Let's see what we got. That's 4 or less. I haven't put a stance on here. Let's look at our stances. That's the only one. We'll stick that on there. Now we have more room to work with. All right. Let's see. We have heat. This is a heat sword. Supposedly a heat sword. I don't see any heat on it by default. But we're going to stick some heat on there. All right. And it will be a much more effective weapon now. And we have something that's ranked 5 now. So let's look at some things that are 5 or less in our drain. Let me redo this. Let's go by name, go by drain. Okay, so now if we look down at the 5s, we don't have any real 5s in here. We do have some 4s that are worthwhile, maybe. Gladiator Rush would be extra combo. Combo we haven't really covered combo, but we will cover that at some point. It doesn't need more attack speed. It doesn't need critical damage because it's not really a critical weapon. Range is sometimes a good thing. Its range is 2.5 meters, which isn't bad. The smite things, I find these not to be worth it most of the time, with the exception of there's a primed mod called Primed Bane of Argon, which are Bane mods, and that can be useful. More status chance, heavy attack efficiency, puncture. Let's go for more status chance. Okay. And we can rank that one up a couple of ranks. There we go. So now we have a 44% status chance for the heat sword. This will make a decent, okay weapon. It's not super great. Again, with Orkin Catalyst, it could turn into a much, much better weapon. We will go back oh, did our heck get any more spaces? Because it's now max rank upgrade. We have lots of more space. 13. I feel like increasing the fire rate and puncture is not a bad thing. Let's put some endo into this. We have the endo and the money now. All right. So now our fire rate is 3.79. And our puncture is higher, so that means our main damage is higher. We can increase rank on a lot of these mods. I'll go up to 2 in each of these. Go up to 1 more in this. All right. I could reduce the reload speed even more. This extra slash isn't really doing much for us. I'm going to take that off. This shotgun barrage is now kind of subsumed by that, so I'm going to take that off. And instead, let's see what we got in the... Do we have any more... I don't know if we have any more... No, we don't. That's why we had those mods on there, because we don't have the mods we're looking for. I wouldn't mind having a toxin on here or a electricity on here, but we don't have it. So instead, slash just, it's so low comparatively that the extra slash is not going to get us that much. More fire rate, on the other hand, could be worthwhile. Higher status chance, not so much. More fire rate, again, with a chance to enhance critical hits. Impact, again, it's so low compared to the puncture. I'm going to stick those both on there again, because they don't really take up much. And we'll rank up the things that do damage, even another rank. So we'll go up to 3 there. We'll go up to rank 3 here. All right. So now we have added a third more damage to this. We've increased the fire rate significantly, and you know, just because it's cheap, I'll do 2 ranks in here and increase the fire rate even more. So now we're a much faster fire rate, another 25%. All right. And, you know, Oberon makes a decent run through that particular thing. So we'll go back with Oberon to Gabby and get more credits, because we need the credits. We're going to be building stuff with those credits. I can't build Volt right now because I don't have enough credits. I'll want at least 100,000 credits before I stop doing Gabby runs. And then I probably will do more Gabby runs just because we need even more credits. But we have to get Argon crystals too for other things. All right, so here we are. Running around with... Hi, Catherine for Tay. I'm doing okay. I don't know if you've been watching my streams, but thanks for the follow. If you're going to follow me. we have something down here. It looks like an Iatan crystal.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
It looks like there's another one up there. But all the enemies have gone away. Where are all the enemies at? That makes me sad. There's an Orkin cell. People have been looting like crazy here. So I'm a little behind in the loot thing. I'm going back to where our and we'll do that and lure some stuff to me. We did not need to use that. One thing that I do find, there's a lot of people out there who will activate life support as soon as they run across it, and you don't need to. There's a counter in the upper left that tells you how much life support you have. You can never go over 100. So anything that brings you over 100, that would bring you over 100, like using life support when you're over 70%, is just not worth it. Nope, I don't see anything special there. I see a lot of people here. We're following them mainly to keep the affinity range intact here. And to collect stuff. My preference would normally be to find a spot and just stick with it. Ooh, a scannable. We like to scan. Oh yes, it's another one that I wanted. That's 2 out of that. If I keep doing Gabby runs and find one on each Gabby run, I might have that when I'm done. Why is there a waypoint here, I wonder? That's an interesting place to put a waypoint. Maybe there was an Orkin cell there or something. You don't need to place a waypoint where there are Orkin cells, because if you get close enough to the Orkin cell, it's just going to show up on your map anyway. Oh, is that a hunter? Somebody's going to hunt somebody, I think.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Nobody's been along this way yet. What the? Let's see, that's below.
The raid is off to a successful start. Extraction is available if you need it.
Where is extraction anyway? It's not this way. Alright, so there we go. There's my direction. I could have just jumped up there, that would have been easier.
available.
Where are we going? We're going this way. Okay. And this is where we want to be. I'm going to hit 2. And now we're going to just shoot things, anything that gets in our way. You do not have to extract from a survival. Just because somebody is extracting doesn't mean you have to. But people could. As you can see, there's somebody still there who decided to stay in. I missed that name. And oh look, our heat sword is now rank 14 in one mission. We got 4 Oricon cells out of that. So I'm mostly playing Warframe. That's what I'm streaming in this particular set of streams. It's going to be... I'm actually focused on playing Warframe with a new account for beginners and people who are older than me. I don't play any of those games right now. The only one that I'm playing for this particular streaming purpose would be Warframe. It's this particular series of streams is focused for gamers who are a little bit older and have arthritis or slower in reflexes or can't spot things on the screen. And Warframe is very forgiving of that most of the time. There are times when you have to actually go ahead and do other things. So I'm going to go back and continue to do those. I didn't even see how many credits did I get for that. I got another 48,000 credits, so I'm very happy about that. We will do another one of those because we need more. And go back to Gabby. Gabby is the best place to get credits. If you're an early gamer, later gamers, people who are in the late game, and we are talking much, much later. There are much better places to do it. You can see now that I'm doing even more damage with this thing. If I had a strength mod, I would be doing a lot more damage. But I don't have a strength mod. All right, where's our... oh, we have some guys coming up here. Might as well come down here and see where they're coming from. A place that has open containers already. So let's go to our first life support. Which is over this way. Ooh. Oh.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Oh, this is a good place to set up shop for a bit. As you can see, a max ranked Oberon. That particular ability is pretty effective. It's like 130 damage per second to anything in the zone, and they get confused. So because they're confused, they don't remember to attack you. Sometimes they'll attack their friends. It strips armor. It's just really useful. And if you get bogged down in a bunch of things, you hit your 4 and do massive damage. So Oberon's a very effective frame for that purpose. It is by no means the meta frame, but it is darn good. What is that? That must be from another Warframe. As I've mentioned before on these streams, I was out of the game for 6 years. So I missed a whole lot of Warframes and a whole lot of expansions. And so there's, after playing even for a couple of months now, I'm still nowhere close to knowing all the new stuff that was put in, because it's a lot. It's a huge amount. Oh, and somebody put a snow globe up. It's a pity it doesn't actually fall on the plants and make the plants snow covered. That would be a cool effect. Okay, just look really neat if somebody put a snow globe over these plants and the snow actually fell to the ground. I almost wish that Snow Globe did that as an effect. But, Alright, so let's move up here, take a look around, collect a lot of the other stuff that my companions have been modding. We're at 4 minutes into this stream. And the goal with Gabby, of course, is to only do 5 minutes in the survival. You can stay longer. You'll make more credits, but you won't make double the credits for 10 minutes that you make in 5. And I'm not even running with a resource booster. If I had a credit booster, that would be twice as much. It's just so much stuff. Come back out here for a bit and farm this area until we get close. I'm going to hit one of these because in a second I'm going to be booking to the exit, which is this way. The exit is this way. No, it's not this way. Where is it? Oh, it's on the other side. Somebody was kind enough to mark some Frame Fighter character data that I did not yet. I may go grab that really quickly, just because scanning the collectibles is a particularly... Where is that? This way. Boy, it's out of the beaten trail, I'll say that much. There we go. And we hit F3, and we go boom, and we hit F3 again, and we're done scanning our Frame Fighter character data. And now we got to try and get to the exit. Where is the exit? From here? Hello, exit. I'm gonna have to look into my mini-map. The exit is this way. The exit is this way, okay. Wow, this is a busy room. The exit is this way. The exit is all the way down here. So I stayed a little bit longer in here than I normally would have, just to get that Frame Fighter data. And there's the exit. We are here, now we gotta wait about 30 seconds. We'll make our nice little field of plants. Hey, enough of that. down a little bit. I wonder what the range of that is right now. Can I reach that other side? I don't even think I see things coming in. There we go. Yep, that took care of that.
Another job well executed.
Another 47,000 credits. And we're at rank 20 with the heat sword already. If you don't mind, can I share your URL of stream with our friends and community? Hope that thanks to me, you might get some views and followers. By all means, you can share it. I'm actually not doing the streams mostly for people watching streams. I am making commentary on them. A lot of the times it's doing the commentary is there for my memory when I edit this into a video. But by all means, if you want to share my URL, especially if you have friends who are doing things a little bit slowly in this game and they are interested in Warframe. If they're not interested in Warframe, that's okay. I'm not as worried about views and followers as I am about making the content in the first place. So yes, go ahead. And I will be done with that mission. I think we have enough money now to go to the Foundry and ignore Ordis's really bad pun about the Foundry. Okay. And we will bring up Vault again. Now we have the plastids we need. We have the money we need. We can build the Vault parts. So they're going to each take 12 hours to build. And tomorrow night I can start building Vault, which will take 3 full days to build. So it should be ready. Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It should be ready Friday, along with Wukong. So I'll have Vault and Wukong to level up on Friday. And I think I'll focus on Wukong first because Wukong is excellent for spy missions. And you really have to see him to understand how he works in spy missions. Okay, so let's see, how are we doing in Nightwave? We've still got another 8 missions to go today. It doesn't matter whether within this week, actually. We have a whole week to do these 3 things. Complete a mission with only a melee weapon equipped. I should do another one of those runs now that I'm down to 74,000 credits. I just spent half of the money we just earned. But I need to show you how we deal with Helminth. Okay. And this is going to be a little bit of an odd description. I don't even know if I can show you Helminth. Where it is, but I can show you where we get the Helminth segment. The Helminth segment enables your Helminth, which is a weird thing, which allows you to do modifications to your Warframes by taking powers from some Warframes and sticking them on other Warframes. In order to do so, you must feed him resources. And where am I in the Necrolith? Oh, I know where I'm at. Okay. Actually, I just want to go to, I think it's Father. Nope, that's the Arsenal. I think it's Father that has the Helminth segment. So if we look at the wares for Father,
it isn't just a mass of senseless flesh.
there is, let's see, is this it?
Bring me anything good you find out in the field.
No, helmet segment is not father.
Sure.
Maybe it's son.
Take your time. Think it over. Don't go getting infested now.
Deimos is bewitching. And when you're bewitched, you're not paying
Okay.
attention. Then this happens. So try to be less easily impressed out there, for all our sakes.
In order for us to get the, did you add me? I'm waiting on Discord. I'm not on Discord, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I can't add somebody to a Discord because I don't have one. I just have my Twitch account. And I have a YouTube account also. But I'm not set up for Discord because that's not the purpose of this particular set of streams. So the helmet segment unlocks the helmet in my orbiter and lets us transfer new abilities to your warframes. In order to build it, we're going to have to do some mining and we're going to have to hunt purple velocipods. Okay. I don't know how we hunt purple velocipods. We haven't done any hunting really yet. But it occurs to me if I'm going to look here, let's see if it has VEL. There's no specific bait for velocipods as far as I can see. So I have no idea how we hunt velocipods. I have not gotten this for my main account. I haven't even tried to get it yet. And then there's a helmet invigoration segment blueprint that expands the ability of the helmet to temporarily increase. And you need even more tags for that. So there's a lot of hunting we have to do in Deimos in order to be able to get helmet. Not going to be likely to happen, but we'll try it later this week. I just wanted to show you how you do that. So I'm going to exit the Nicholas. All right. We have started Vault. We've done that. We have maxed out our daily standing. And we didn't quite hit the limit on Arbiters of Hexus. For that, we're going to need a Forma. I don't believe I have any Forma blueprints, but guess what? Our next segment is going to be doing Relics. Now, let's see. Do we have any Forma blueprints? No, because we used our last Forma building Nucor. We're going to need to get another Forma for Helios at some point. So that's another thing. We're going to need at least 2 Forma blueprints in the near future. And actually, wait a minute. Can we come back here? If we look at our profile and go to my profile and go to syndicates, we have 45,000 Cephalon Samaris daily cap. We do want to increase that. We have a lot of room to work with that. So if we can get another 6,000, we'll be ready to create our Helios because we'll be able to get that solid battery widget. In order to do that, let's start with that. We're going to go to navigation. We're going to go visit Cephalon Samaris because we finished off a series. And we need a new series.
Each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty.
Oh, okay. So, we're looking for Sephiroth and Samaris. We come in here.
You may explore the sanctuary. You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
We need more targets. We've finished
This
off one of our
fine
targets.
specimen could be the next addition to the sanctuary. Help me
Okay,
discover its
so we will get, if we synthesize 2 of these, we'll get an extra 5,000 standing. That will give us as a bonus. All right, so you say, I will perform the synthesis.
good fortune, hunter.
That's his daily task. He gives us these daily tasks to look for things. Now, our daily task is, again,
Hungry for the
remind me of my target,
sanctuary.
is Corrupted Heavy Gunners. Corrupted Heavy Gunners are going to be in Void, in Grenier Void Fisher missions. So the place to get them would be Grenier Void Fisher missions. So I will continue my hunt and see if we
Even
can find that.
while others are blinded by petty morality, you recognize the virtue of the sanctuary.
Now, we did a lot of hunting recently, so let's make sure we have traps.
This can make you an even stronger hunter.
Let's see, that would be miscellaneous. No, it's going to be sigils, mods. Yeah, it would be in miscellaneous. Hello. It shouldn't be rank. Maybe price. No, price. Maybe that's down here. There we go. We are only down to 13 kinetic siphon traps. It usually takes 2, maybe sometimes 3 to do one of those things. We have enough synthesis scanners to get us through, however. So I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to purchase at least another 20.
What offerings will this item help you bring to the sanctuary?
Sadly,
May this aid you in the synthesis of many creatures.
you know, I really want to have like 50 of them.
May this aid you in the synthesis of many creatures. What offerings will this item help you bring
Alright.
to the sanctuary?
So now we have a bunch of kinetic siphon traps, and we have plenty of synthesis scanners. Alright. So now what we can do is we can exit, leave the relay, and start doing relics. And if we do relics, hopefully we'll see if we can find good relic missions. Lith, that Venus E Prime Earth Exterminate Lith Fisher is a place where we're likely to run into those. Spear on Mars Defense is a place where we're likely to run into some of those, except that it's a defense mission. We might not. Roche on Phobos, we could run into them with that exterminate mission. So we're going to do a couple of different fishers and open a bunch of different relics. And you know, I might start with Roche, because I think we have some Mesa relics that we haven't gotten anything from. Now, let me just see something real quick. We have 139 void traces. We have the Zaku Prime Neuroptics. We don't have the Lavos Prime Neuroptics. We don't have the Caliban Prime Blueprint yet. I'm going to actually make one of these Radiant. And the way you do that is you equip it for the mission. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do that right now, because we'll get more void traces later. Okay, so I'm going to equip that for the mission. I'm going to upgrade this relic. All right, Audis, get off of my screen. All right, there we go. So right now, an unupgraded relic has a very big chance of getting us a common, a much smaller chance of getting us an uncommon, and a very tiny chance of getting us a rare. If we upgrade the relic, if you upgrade it to exceptional, okay, you'll see with the chances of a rare and an uncommon increase, the chance of common decreased. If you refine it to flawless, even more so. And if you refine it to radiant, which costs 100 void traces, you now have a situation where the common is actually less than the uncommon, and the rare is at its maximum capability. So the uncommon, it maxes out your chance of getting an uncommon and a rare. It's more than 50%. So I want to refine one of these to radiant. It cost us 100 void traces, and we're down to 39. Okay, and notice it's in a separate category now, because you can select the radiants separately from the non-radiant ones. Okay, so I'm going to equip that for the mission and see who we get in our squad, and see if we get a... Oh, I'm using Oberon. I should probably use something other than Oberon, but Oberon will work. Alright. This is not what I expected. Alright, I guess there's no synthesis target here. They've already been running this. You can see I'm just collecting Relic, following them. Trying to catch up. There we go. I don't know what they're using as weapons. Relic is already cracked. We still have to kill all these enemies. Ooh, I saw a scannable.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
I'm not going to go after that one. These guys are going through this mission at lightning speed, so if I don't stay behind them, I won't get affinity. And I want that affinity. Although, man, they are moving fast. I'm like, look at this.
Find extraction.
Man. All right, I do not have. I have Zaku Prime Neuroptics blueprints already. The Okina Prime handle is worth the most ducats, so I'm going to go for that. If I was going for trading, I would get another Zaku Prime Neuroptics blueprint because that trades for more platinum. But the Okina Prime got me more ducats. All right, so Phobos is not a Grineer stronghold. I thought it was for some reason. Okay. Let's see. Then I guess we are going to go to that Earth Prime Lith Fisher. Now we have an awful lot of Lith Relics. There is one here we do not want to, this Litho 3, we do not want to open until we make it Radiant. And we don't have enough traces yet to do that. All the other ones here, it doesn't really matter. We have so many of them, we're going to do that. Let's find one that we don't have anything on, like that, the K12. So, and it has 2x former blueprints, so if that comes up, we might use it.
You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? A Fisher, defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Let's see. Relic has been
The relic
cracked.
has been cracked open. Finish your
I might have to go to
mission.
void missions to get that corrupted heavy gunner. What the devil is that thing?
The enemy is broken. Well done.
Maybe that's a,
We'll
a
get to
roller
destruction.
specter of some sort. Where are we going? This way. Well, we do plan to go to void missions in this set of streams.
Still holding.
Ah. We don't have a Bratton Prime stock, and it is the Bunker Prime link is actually worth more for ducats. So I'm going to take that. If it had been a 2x form of blueprint, I would have grabbed it, but I didn't get it. So that Bronco Prime link is worth 45 ducats. The reason I know about this is there's a program I have running on the side called Warframe, which links to my Warframe application and will put up a little pop-up on the screen when I get unlock a relic that tells me how much it's worth in ducats and platinum currently on Warframe Market. So let's do another one. We keep doing these relics. We want to do a bunch of these, and it's a good way to get our missions. So we'll do another Lithfisher. I like that Lith K12. I have a chance of that Formo ×2 blueprint. Let's see. Can we upgrade? How many traces? I've got 71. I'm not going to upgrade the relic, but I will equip it for the mission. When we get to 100, I want to remember to irradiant the Lith 03 relic, because that one we bought with Aya. And it has a vaulted
There's a large platoon of
prime
Argon station.
in there. We want to give us the best chance.
Watch out. I'm detecting bright fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
Yes. It sounds like I'm going to have to go to the void to do that
Only
synthesis.
corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more
Where
reactant if you
is...
want to open that relic.
I should probably switch also to my Rhino for this,
Stay focused. There's a heavy
just
unit.
for survival. Where's the exit?
The relic
This
has
way.
been
There's
cracked
the
open.
exit.
Finish your mission
Oh, we're
to
not
find
done
out what's
yet.
inside. Keep going.
We still need to
Nobody
do
knows you.
more...
You've broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
One of the things about Void Fisher runs is that people will be running them constantly. There's always somebody who wants to do a Void Fisher run. Somebody's looking for stuff, I think. And we're done. And, ooh, I do not have a Sebagoth. The Compressor Prime barrel is worth 100 ducats. I think I have to keep it. That's a lot of ducats. That's the rare.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
The commons are worth 15. The rares are worth 45. I mean, the uncommons are worth 45. And the rares are worth 100 ducats. If you're farming ducats, that's the one you want. And you can see that everybody went for mine, and I got extra void traces because of that. So the random number generator was generous to us on that one. I'm going to go in to my void relic interface over here. And I am going to go to that Litho 3 relic, which has the Neja and Octavia prime blueprints on them, and I'm going to refine them to Radiant. Say yes. That way when I open that relic, I have a chance of getting one of these two prime things. All of these are vaulted. They will be worth more, I think, because they are vaulted. But it's a step in getting those particular things. I have a month, well, 24 days to do that, or 23 days to do that. So let's open up some more relics. You know, I can open up that particular relic now that it's Radiant. So I'm going to go in and do that. And if there was a capture, a low-level capture mission, there is a high-level one, and I'll go there because Hepid is also a way to get more relics. And Argon crystals, which we do need. So if I go over here, but we'll do this one first, the Litho 3 Relic Radiant, and we'll equip it for mission and hope that we get something good out of it. Ooh, that guy's taking a long time to load. But here it comes.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Grenier has no honor.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You're near a fissure. Use that reactant to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open
Oh, no, not that. There we go. The relic has been cracked already.
Heavy unit approaching.
Where are we going?
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
No, it's this way.
You're still in the clear. No detection.
It's going the right way, and it gave me a pointer in the other direction. Where is... Where is... Oh, hadn't planned to do that. Oops.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
All right. So the Tenora, let's see. Right now, the Octavia Prime. I can't resist that one. Both because I want it and because it's the other thing I could have gotten from my
Another job well
O3 relic. So woohoo, we got an Octavia Prime blueprint out of that. That one's probably not going to be sold for ducats, even though it's worth 100 ducats, like all the other rares are. Alrighty. Oh, we're still in the group. Let's go get out of the squad because we don't want to start a new one.
The red pen is that
I do have Neo Relics, right?
but listen.
I have 3 Neo Relics. And I'm going to go do those Neo Relics. Because there is a unlock, which is a capture on Hepit in the Void. Capture is also a great farming spot for Lith relics in the Void. And it's a decent farming spot for Argon crystals. So the fact that there's a capture mission on Hepit is just, as a Void fisher, means that everybody is going to be running this. So I'm going to go do that. As long as I had Neo relics. Wait, is that a Lith? That can't be a Lith. What? Come back here. This is a Neo fisher. Thank you. That was weird. It picked the wrong mission for me. Now we have Sevagoth Prime Neuroptics there. We have Protea Prime Neuroptics here. We have the Ceto Prime blueprint there, which would be really nice to get. I'm going to save that one for later. And we might get a Ceto Prime barrel out of this one. I don't see any 2X formas, so I'm just going to do these. We might get a Gauss Prime blueprint out of this, for all I know. However, we're not upgrading the relic. And as I said, a full group instantly, because everybody's going to be running this one for the next hour. But we're going to run out of Neo Relics after doing 4 of these missions. So we do what we can.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction.
Oh, and I should have definitely used my...
Tenno, I am detecting
Ah, and this is where I wanted it to be.
scanner to track the creature.
Nope, nope, 3.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Yes, this way. We want to unlock our relic.
You're a fisher. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactive.
And I want to grab that Argon crystal we just grabbed.
Working on your relic. Find more. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Where the heck are they? I don't see a point.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Oh, that's the
Excellent.
capture
We'll
target.
interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
And people have already gotten to the exit. We're trying just to get our capture target. I don't know if we're going to find him. They're going to withdraw without me because we're extracting in 45 seconds. And I haven't even found my synthesis target. I might have to do these solo. Which would be really... No, if... they're all waiting for me. Where is it? There's the exit. I never spotted the target, so... All right, Protea Prime is not a common, but it is a Warframe we don't have.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
And we got one Argon crystal out of that one. We did not get a synthesis target out of it. We might not be able to do that until I can do Hepit solo, which I will want to do later in this stream. And we hit exit, and then we come in here, and we do the Hepit. We can go straight to the Hepit thing and say Neo Fisher Capture, and we'll do this one again. Yes. Oddly, with no other people. Curiouser and curiouser. That might give us a chance to actually do our synthesis before... Oh, nope, here we go. I knew there would be more people. There always are. But if I can spot the synthesis target fast enough...
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture,
Okay.
and extract our target.
We know the mission. We will not fail.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces of the target.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Ooh.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. You're going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
There we go. Still don't see our...
The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
All right, Hunter. I will reward you. Should you
There he
perform
is.
synthesis.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Got him.
I have it. Thank you.
Yes.
Continue
Excellent.
this
Where
hunting,
is...
and enlightenment will follow.
That's one. We need one more. I am definitely not in the right Warframe for doing these missions. Let's go get a rhino before I do the next one. Okay, Forma, not so much useful. Sebagoth Neuroptics. None of these are great ones, but I'll take the Sebagoth Neuroptics. Although the Cedo Prime stock, Cedo Prime is an awfully nice
I am pleased with your performance.
weapon. And I got an Aya out of that. Good. We need at least 2 soon. Because we're going to need it for our... and we have the 53,000 we needed for Cephalon Samaris. Okay. So let's do a couple of things before I continue
Chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
opening up relics. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a Rhino as my current loadout. We've got this Aeolac. I'll get used to using that. I have my Broken War. And The second thing I'm going to do is we're going to look over here. We're very close to needing that Aya. That Aya is, oh no, this is this one. But we don't need it today. We will need it by tomorrow because we have maxed out our standing right now. The in progress things that we've got here, we've got Bolt in the works and we've got Wukong in the works. We're going to add one more thing. Where is it? There it is, companion. That's, oh, we need a Forma. That's the wrong thing to have. I need Argon crystals and Forma. Hello. Okay, so we're going to need a Forma blueprint. So I'm going to do those 2 more Neo relics in Hepit. We might get the second synthesis in the process. Like we just got that first one. And if so, we're in great shape. We have even more stuff. But most importantly, we will have gotten those things done. So 2 more Neos. We only have 2 more Neos. Doesn't matter which one. We're going to do them both. I'm going to go for this one right here. There's a chance of 2x Forma. We do want that for those Forma blueprints. Okay. F3 just in case.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Holy smokes.
Capture them quickly before they escape.
Somebody already captured him. Okay. That takes care of that.
The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
I need more reactant.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh goodness. Talk about speeding me up a little too much. I didn't get a notice from Cephalon Samaris that there was a target here. Oh, I'm not finished unlocking my reactant. Now I can.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
I didn't realize I was short a reactant. Everybody's got the reactant. I don't know why they're going out there. There we go. All right. Protea Prime, I have one. The former, I'll take the Ceto Prime stock.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
There's going to be a point where I'm just going to have to take single former blueprints because I need to have former blueprints. Do I have any more Neo Relics? I think I have one more. I have one more Neo Relic. And then we're on to the Mesos and the Liths. Alright, so let's do one last mission in Hepit. Neo Fisher capture with this D9. And I'm not upgrading it.
fisher. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Collect reactant to open
I'm
relics.
not seeing any.
Beware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. Target located. Bring them in. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Ooh, you teleported, did you? Where'd you teleport? Oh, Argon crystals. Why can I not? I couldn't capture him for some reason. Didn't respond. I still haven't gotten any reactant yet. There we go. There's.
Your part is done here, Tenno. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
Let's go on the offensive.
Why, yes, that's the plan. There's a lot of reactant back this way, and not that far back this way. And my relic has now been cracked.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
That was not where I wanted to be. I had to finish uncracking my relic. Oh, that is not a way to go. Oh, wrong way. Oh, let's see. The Soma Prime receiver or the Velox Prime. I might go with the. No, the Soma Prime is a tempting weapon.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
And there's some more Argon crystals. Yay, we have some Argon crystals. And another Lith relic. And that finished our 15 missions and got us, if we look,
Nora sleeps better
glyph.
knowing her dreamers are out there, working to lift us up.
So this is the 10 Riven Slivers, feed the helmet, and complete a mission with only a melee weapon equipped. You know,
It's time for
let's go
Nora to say
de-equip all the other weapons, which is easy enough to do. We're going to swap that out for none. Equip. We're going to swap this out for none. Equip. And then we're going to exit. And that will let us get that 1,000. We're now down to Meso relics. Okay. There is there are 2 exterminates for Meso. There's also a defense on Helene. And then there's an exterminate Lith Fisher. We're going to run that one quickly because it goes away in 3 minutes. And it doesn't really matter which one I'm going to do. I'll take that one. Actually, let's see. Does any of these have Forma? Hello, give me. There's a Forma blueprint ×2 on that one. Let's run that one again and see if we get that.
for reactant. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
Yep, we still have things to kill.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run.
And so much for that
Find extraction.
mission. And we're at extraction. And we're done. A Caliban Prime chassis blueprint, which we didn't have. I'll take it. The Cedo Prime receiver. I don't remember which one I ended up with. I got the Cedo Prime receiver. It's worth more. And we got our 1000 Nightwave for that. Alrighty. Next up, we still have Meso Relics, and I'm going to start doing them. It doesn't really matter which one we do. We can do Phobos, we can do Carpo. They're both Corpus. The Corpus Amalgam is a little tougher mission. I'll go for the easier one because I want to go through it quickly. And we only have 3 Meso Relics. And we have stuff from all of them, but I'll go for this A8 again here. And see if I get anything. None of them have 2 Forma. So, equip for mission. Let's see what we come up with.
Orders reminds the operator to take time for themselves.
And we're waiting on somebody on something
All Corpus threats.
to finish loading.
Void Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their familiar?
Oh, we need.
We found a Fisher. Look out for reactant. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open the void relic. You are going to need more reactant. Want to open that relic?
To catch up to these guys, they're going a little fast.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Which way? Which way? I have no idea.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. You're still in the clear. No detection from
Down?
enemy sensors.
Oh, through here. That's why it was confusing.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Where is extraction? Oh, this way.
My Warframe is strong.
Colossus Prime handle, Exceltra Prime receiver. I think I want that one. I believe I already have one part for that.
Another job well executed.
And it's worth 45 ducats. Alrighty, we're gonna go do another mezzo. Fisher on Roche. We have two, which doesn't really matter which one we do. We already have the Zaku Prime Neuroptics, but we don't have Protea Prime Neuroptics.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby.
And they got a head start on me.
You found a fissure.
Which
Look out for reactants.
isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it does mean that I will be just picking up stuff following them if I can
Need more reactant if you
figure
want
out which
to
way they
open
went.
relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Sometimes being the first one through a mission. Oh, there's stuff below. That's not where I wanted to go.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
So yeah, they had a head start and they're moving way faster than I am, so... I can't even see them on the map. There they are. Where are we going? I have a Zaku Prime Neuroptics. I don't have a Fullman Prime Receiver, which is a rare.
Mission complete.
And there we go.
Excellent work, Tenno.
You can see we're getting some focus on each of these missions, by the way. Mostly due to the actions of our fellow Tenno and just picking up those little orbs. Actually, I think that's all of it, is picking up the orbs. Pretty much. Alright, so we are now down to Lith Relics, and let's see what came up in place of the Exterminate. We have a mobile defense mission and a new Exterminate mission on Mariana Earth. I guess we'll do Exterminate missions. We do want to continue working on this stuff. while we're at it, we're also building up credits. We finished our daily standing as much as we can, and we're building focus. If we look at our operator, we still have a lot of focus we could do. Okay, but we are building up our focus. We've got 29,000 Zenuric focus now. Isn't that wonderful? We need more lenses. Let's see. We've done our plastids, we've done our relics, we've done our standing, we've done our argon crystals. And so we are at the point where I could go ahead and do a few more relics and wrap this up. Actually, it's 5:30. I do need to stop for a half an hour for a break for dinner and other things. So we will come back. Maybe do a little bit more. Oh goodness, let's see what else. Yeah, just the Exola maintenance for purchase downtime. When we come back, we're going to do a relatively short set of streams. I am not going to be able to use any of this stuff in those streams because I will be done before any of this is done. So this stuff is going to all be building. There is some stuff that is ready to build, but not a lot. We can build, we have parts for a lot of different Warframes. We actually have everything we need for MAG. If we wanted to start MAG, we could build it. Might not be a bad idea to have yet another Warframe in the queue. The MAG main blueprint is on the market. We'll pick that up real quick. There's our MAG main blueprint is here. We'll purchase that for 25,000. So we're going to have 3 Warframes available this weekend to play with and to increase our stuff, and we're doing really good on that respect. So let's go look up MAG. MAG is ready to go. So let's go with the chassis, the new optics, and the systems. Okay, so we have that. We do have the parts of some other Warframes. We have the Zaku blueprint. I'm not sure how I got the Zaku blueprint. Oh, I think I got it from a Deimos quest, because this is a Deimos. This is the heart of Deimos. These other pieces are gotten from bounties in the heart of Deimos, which we've already determined is a little bit difficult right now for us, but we're getting closer. We need a much better primary weapon. And the heck might be that weapon, but I don't think so. We have a couple of prime blueprints now that we didn't have before. We have Octavia Prime, Sevagoth Prime, Protea Prime. We have those main blueprints for those. They may get sold just because we need the ducats, because I'm in no rush to do any of those. Gara, we could get the Gara parts and build Gara pretty easily. Garuda is also fairly easy to get. We do Solaris United bounties. Chroma's a lot harder to do. We have all the Chroma blueprints, but we don't have all the parts for them. Let's see. Actually, I was filtering. So we have an Ash Prime chassis. We have, like I said, we have all the Chroma blueprints, but we need the Ember New Optics, a Frost chassis, a Saren Systems. We have a lot of pieces of Warframes here. We are short one bounty, one Garuda piece to get that, but we also have to get all the stuff that is mined and fetched from the Orb Valis. Just like with Gara, you need to get all the stuff that's mined and fished from the plains of Eidolon. And we need one more piece for that too. Same thing. We know how to get more Hydroid stuff. We could do that at any point. We do have that Nova Prime Neuroptics, and I want to keep that around because Nova Prime has been vaulted. We have a Valkyr Neuroptics. We could get more Valkyr parts and build that. So there's a lot of building we can do. And we have the Zaku Prime Neuroptics as opposed to the Zaku. It may be easier to get Zaku Prime than it is to get Zaku. That's sometimes the case, is to farm the relics and then unlock all the relics. But in order to do that, we need a reliable source of Axii relics, which means we have to get into the Deep Void, which we'll get to eventually. So I'm going to wrap up for right now. We're going to take a break. We'll come back at 6 or 6:30, and I will continue where we left off, and we'll probably work on at least one more relics, definitely, and maybe a few other things. I have to look and see what's on my list. There are quests that we can do, but I don't know if I want to start one of them at 6:30 tonight because it's only going to be a short. I need to stop by 8:30 at the latest. 9 really is the absolute latest. So this is Steve, your grumpy old Warframe, signing off, and I hope all you 10-0 have a lot of fun playing the game. Talk to you later. Bye.